My girlfriend, her name is Jasmine, and she was a beautiful person. I always say if you knew her, she was even more of a beautiful person just on the inside. I think that's why I fell for her. She just had like a bright smile, lit up a room. On that, her laugh, I hear it in my head all the time, and she was very much for her family and friends. She would do anything for those people. She was just a very, very sweet person, and she taught me a lot about the right way to treat people. I myself am in recovery. I met her through that process. She had gotten sober and in recovery, and that's when I met her. She went back, used heroin, and they said it was laced with fentanyl. Thursday, February 16th, I went to Jasmine's apartment. We cooked dinner. I left her apartment to go to one of my recovery meetings that I attend. The plan was, after my meeting, she was gonna meet me or be at my apartment. Towards the end of the meeting, I had sent her a text message to see if she was at my place yet or she had left, and I never got a response. I didn't really think anything of it, and then when the meeting was over, still didn't have a response from her, and I just started to get a bad feeling. When I got to her apartment, I went to open it. She had the chain on the door, which she had never done that once since we had been together. And it was almost like I knew. Calling her name, no response. So I just kicked the door down. And when I went back into her bedroom, I found her. She was face down. And I think it's permanently stuck in my head. Both being in recovery, we had Narcan, and I administered Narcan. Called 911, administered CPR until the medics got there, and she went to the hospital. At one point they made it seem like there was a chance that they had a pulse or something like that. One of the doctors came and essentially said there was fentanyl in her system. It was just that one time. She went back to it, and that's all it took. She went back, used heroin, and they said it was laced with fentanyl. I mean, not a day goes by I don't think about her. And for me and her family, we've said it before, we move forward, we don't move on. That's not something you can just move on from and act like it didn't happen. It happened. I believe the more people that talk about it, the more that will impact change. The more I have talked about it, the more somebody else seems to open up and share that they've been impacted by it. And there still is that stigma piece attached to it, though. If I'm having a conversation, I mention that my girlfriend passed away, and then I say this is the reason why. Some people, they don't know how to react. To me, it should be no different than if she passed away in a car accident. The reason or how it happened doesn't change who she was or anything about her.